Yes, sir. Eric Lima here, coming at you um, with my YouTube show, in which my sentimental thoughts come from my heart and where my mental oddball shenanigans come from my brain. It's EML77 TV, episode 551. What is going on? April the 14th, 2020, 12:20 a.m. And I know I'm not doing another dark episode. I've done too much of those. I know a lot of people think that's fun and all. Um, let's, the last two episodes were more sentimental. The last three episodes of the show were more sentimental. I know there's that 4 out of 5 episodes. 4 out of 5 last episodes were more sentimental than anything else. But I know a lot of people probably need some positivity, encouragement, and some seriousness from me and all, and I do appreciate that. I know I like to speak from the heart and all. But let's go into the entertainment realm. All right, let's segue from all that. And we know a lot of people and I'm sure a lot of folks out there getting sick of hearing me talk. Listen, sometimes I say something and nothing registers to anyone out there, but I'm sure there's lots of people out there who it's registering too. But and I get hated on for it, and I'm not worried about that. If I do come on too strong in my seriousness, let me know. Well, just let me know. Am I going over the top? I'm just trying to speak my mind, speak who I am, and not show off, but to share my gift with the rest of the world. That's basically the important goal, and all that. And I usually have to delve back into my past to let everyone know that, hey, this is what happened to me, and I survived it. Praise God, and all that. So it's one of those things where, hey, so let's get on with some entertainment, huh? I watched Monday Night Raw, and I'll tell you what, Zelina Vega has really outdone herself. She's got one of her men trying to qualify for the King in the Ring. Her man Andrade main evented with Drew McIntyre, and it seems to me that Seth Rollins wants a piece of Drew McIntyre. So it'll be very interesting to see how that happens. What happens there? You got the Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Asuka defeated Ruby Riott to advance, so there's good. Shayna Baszler advanced against Sarah Logan after she broke Logan's arm, basically, and she couldn't continue on the match. And then Nia Jax defeated Kairi Sane. I know a lot of Kairi Sane fans are not very happy about it. I like Nia, but also I love Kairi Sane. Very beautiful young lady. She's always got a pure heart and a pure soul. Everybody loved her. Hope she'll be recovered from this. And hey, worst case scenario, Asuka can have her help out. In the Money in the Bank ladder match. Hey, Asuka's it's a no disqualification match, so why not? Kairi Sane can make sure hold off everybody, and Asuka can come up and climb the ladder. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. Then you got Austin. I'll tell you what. And next week there will be 3 qualifying matches: Rey Mysterio versus Murphy, Aleister Black versus Austin Theory, and Apollo Crews versus MVP. Very interesting matchups, first time matchups, and these are Rey Mysterio will get all of them. All 6 men are having their first time opportunity. I think MVP is the only one that has been in the Money in the Bank. I do believe. I gotta check that. Somebody check that to see if I'm right about that. My hair's all sticking up like a rooster. Yeah. My father used to say that to me when I was a kid. When we were trying, get the hair. Hey, your hair's sticking up like a rooster. Look at that. My godfather used to have a cockatoo, cockatiel, whatever. It's a big old white bird, And that's my godfather, my late godfather, Robert Estrella. God rest his soul. He had this little bird. It looks like an Oriole, a Baltimore Oriole, like a little crow. I don't know if it's a crow or not, but you stick your finger in it and try to bite you. Crazy bird that he is, and it talks too. It's not a parrot. I can't. And it's a domestic bird though. I just can't picture. It's all black. It had an orange beak, and I don't know if anybody can tell me what that. And it talks. It's a domestic bird. It's not. I would say it's an Oriole, but it's not. Orioles don't talk. and all it says, enjoy, enjoy. I remember, it was a long time ago. It was in the south end of New Bedford. My godfather used to live in the south end of New Bedford. I think the first floor of his apartment, and I remember going in and looking forward, and so it's something. It is crazy. So yeah, I forget. I forget. Yeah, so many interesting things I go for. Anyways, yeah, so those qualifying matches, let's go back to the qualifying matches. The ladder matches are going to be pretty good. Ricochet and Cedric Alexander lost to the Viking Raiders. And I would say that Ricochet and Cedric Alexander, they got an upside. If they're going to be part of the tag team division, watch out, Street Profits. As we get Street Profits, they were kind of goofing off, and then Bianca Belair trying to set them straight. Hey, you got to stay focused if you want to beat the Viking Raiders. And so the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders may want those belts back. But then again, you got AOP waiting in the wings somehow if they're still hanging about, or have they gone to their respective countries to the point where they can't get out? So to this whole quarantine thing. So we'll see. We'll see if they're still around and hanging about. AOP, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if they are. NXT's going to the tag team division. NXT enters Induce Share. These two big dudes, man. I'll tell you. You're talking about getting it done, and these guys are going to get it done. You got Malcolm Bivens, who's been bugging everybody, annoying a lot of people to the point where they, that they all want to punch this poor guy in the face. And I look at Malcolm Bivens, I'm saying it looks like somebody strung Charles Barkley in the dryer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I wonder if Charles Barkley is his father or something. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's funny. Yeah, so Induce Share, watch out for them. They may be the next NXT Tag Team Champions. If they end up doing that one, no one's going to stop them. And it seems like somebody took the DNA of the Head Shrinkers, Wild Samoans, AOP, and mixed them up, and then poof, here comes Induce Share. That's what I see him as. So I think it'd be very interesting. Io Shirai winning the ladder match to cash in on the NXT Women's Champ, Charlotte Flair, anytime. Charlotte Flair says they all bow down to the Queen. Io Shirai goes, no, I'm going to fly high, fly above, not bow down. Atta girl, Io. Hopefully you be the new champ. That's what I'm going for. Io Shirai over Charlotte Flair. Maybe Rhea Ripley. Originally, she was supposed to go back to Australia because her work visa was up, and that's why she lost the title. And they needed Charlotte Flair to keep the women's division on their toes. But she's stuck in the States and do the whole thing. So it's some circumstances that happen sometimes, and it will start matches tournament for crowning an NXT Interim Cruiserweight Champion. Jordan Devlin, yeah, I'm sure obviously he was not too happy about it, but he says whoever's the champ will have to deal with me when this whole thing is over. Yeah, it is a tough call to make. So, yeah, a lot of things have been tough, no sports, no nothing. Hey, whatever you can do, right? So it'll be very interesting there. What's also next on the card, on the docket? Get These Thumbs. I promised I'd do some episodes on Get These Thumbs. Got a lot to deal with here. I just realized that I just realized that I have SD cards in there that I can use, and you can put cheats in the SD cards to put on the Retron 5 that my parents gave me. There's an SD card slip. But here's the thing. We're gonna have a little. But here's the thing. This here doesn't have the SD cards for the cheats. It has the SD cards for my Raspberry Pi 3 and 4 console systems. I'm going to start playing more off this. And I did, so I maybe end up doing more of from here. Just be on the lookout and be well aware. All right? I appreciate you guys to do that. Let's see, what else is there? Yeah, I'm not going to, usually, people would do live reactions to wrestling shows. I don't want to do that. Copyright issues. I know I said this the other day. The Florida Man versus Easter Bunny. Somebody flagged it. Copyright claims and all that. But they didn't. I thought they failed to see my face at the bottom. I figured. So, but I decided to. So it was taken down. YouTube took it down. It wasn't a copyright strike against me. But I will give YouTube a shout out and saying thank you for letting me be well aware. And I didn't know that video was copyrighted and everything else. So I do apologize to. I'm the originator of that video. Well, here's the thing, though. A lot of people are assuming, it's a hater, it's a troll, they're trying to ruin you and everything else. Well, be that as it may, it's been taken down. I made the proper, YouTube made the proper decision. So like I said, it was just for a sense of humor and entertainment, and it didn't work out. And plus, my announcing in fights kind of sucked, to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. It was the lamest thing ever. So I'm glad YouTube took it down. I'm glad they did. So I'm cool with that. So I miss going out. I miss going out and getting Little Caesar's pizza, man. That's for sure. This random stuff. Yeah, so am I going to do more Big League Slugger baseball? Yes, I will be doing more Big League Slugger baseball. Why the heck not? I also got Sammy Sosa's softball slam that I have yet to delve into. I don't know. Should I do some of that? I should do some Sammy Sosa softball slam. Say that 5 times, Lance. Sammy Sosa was one of the guys that was chasing the record, his home run record in '98. Was one of Mark McGwire until that record was broken by Barry Bonds, of all people. 73 home runs in a season. How the heck you hit over 70 homers in a season? Well, he's like, steroids. So, like I said, a lot of people don't like Barry Bonds. You know what it is? Sometimes, there's some players and athletes you can't stand because of their arrogance, and you're trying to do whatever it takes to take them down. Look at our president. I'm not a big fan of the president. All right, it's like the guy has an ego so big. You can orbit around it. It has its own planet. You can orbit around it. And I have to, and there's a lot of people who are hating on him and doing whatever it takes to discredit him as not only president of the United States, but as a politician in itself. Listen, with that being said, it's like, so that's what they do. That's what the haters do to my Patriots. The Patriots, listen, they're without Tom Brady. It seems like a lot of the haters have backed off a little bit on the hating on the Patriots. But now, the big test will come to see how we can do without Tom Brady. That's going to be very interesting. If we even have a football season, that's going to be an interesting situation. Also, what I'm talking about here, Billy Mitchell, guy's got an ego. Now if you don't know who Billy Mitchell is, he's the record holder. Supposedly, he's no longer the record holder, but he was the record holder for Donkey Kong. There's a documentary that I bought off on DVD called The King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters. If you have that DVD, watch it. He was like the most arrogant person ever. And then you come to find out from Twin Galaxies, they're like the Guinness Book of World Records in video games, almost, of arcade games. And Twin Galaxies found out that he used emulators to set the record. So he was stripped of the records. They found out he cheated. Supposedly you're supposed to use emulators. And that's for some of us gamers who only have a budget to go on, it's good for us. But like I said, I don't play these video games for competition. I'm not here to set a world record or anything. I just like to have fun and be entertaining and play video games. That's probably the coolest thing ever. Arcades were like the coolest thing ever. And I want to give a shout out to the folks over at Play Arcade here in my hometown, New Bedford. They're going to be opening up. They're hoping to open up by Memorial Day weekend. And I plan on stopping there and see what's up. But it all depends on what happens in this whole situation. So I was going to play everything by ear to find out what's going on. And it has been a very unique 4 weeks, unique 3 weeks so far. And like I said, we have until May. If they decide to extend it, they extend it. If not, then we're looking at May right now. And so going a whole month without a job, without work, and unless you file for unemployment, kind of sucks. So that's something to think about for the next few days. Something to think about. But if you file for unemployment and say you got laid off and all that good stuff, you're good to go. So I don't know if I should change my wallpaper, because I have Super Mario 3 and it's 30 years. I understand. I think I'll keep it up because it'll be 30 years. It's been 30 years. It's 30 years this year playing Super Mario 3. So I'll keep it up. I'll keep it up. I gotta find it. And this September it'll be 30 years of Bullseye as well. So no, 40 years of Bullseye. What am I thinking? My math is off. So there's lots of milestones. Like I said, last week is 25 years since moving here to the north end of Bedford. 40 years. 40 years of Bullseye. Even though the show has been off the air since 1982, but it came back on reruns on the USA Network. And then when the Game Show Network opened up, when we appeared on the Game Show Network, last it was seen on the Game Show Network was back in 2007, 13 years ago. And I have the episode on tape when Chuck Morris, not Norris, Morris, Chuck Morris, went 10 spins without being struck by lightning, won $5,000 on the prizes. Unbelievable, right? So that. Speaking of Bullseye, I'm hoping to do more Bullseye Bonus Island. I'm hoping to do some Joker's Wild as well, and Tic-Tac-Doe. I may end up doing those game shows as well. I'm looking forward to doing that. And let me see what else is on the docket that I'm going to plan on doing as far as the show is concerned, because I do have all the time in the world now. Praise God. And I'll probably do more sentimental talk. I'm not going to go all preachy like I did on the last episode. I do apologize for that. But at the end of it, I'm not ashamed of the gospel. But at the same time, I figure, you guys need a little bit of encouragement, a little uplifting. And I figure you guys want a little inside track of why I am the way that I am. Usually, unless trolls do push me, I seldom get angry. I seldom get upset. I know there's a lot going on, and it is frustrating. But I figured, why am I, nice and kind to people, or try to be nice and kind to people? It's because people, the golden rule. It's in the Bible. Do unto others as they do unto you. Do unto others. That's Forgotten Sons. Yeah, so if I'm kind to people, if people are kind to me, I want to be kind to them, no matter what. And show love, agape love, It doesn't matter who or what, it doesn't matter what they're, like I said, I can't hate on anybody. And the reason why I don't hate on, I don't do any, bashing of people of the alternate lifestyle, or I don't talk politics or talk religion, all that, because that's not my mission. That's not my mission per se. That's not my goal. My goal is just to love people, no matter what. I don't care if you hate Donald Trump. Everybody does not like Donald Trump. I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump. Never have been. But if he says something that is good, okay, fine. I'm cool with that. But he better, and there's a lot of situations that he has to deal with, and it is something else. So it would be, like I said, obviously this situation will alter the course of our country and possibly alter the course of this world. And if that's the case, man, we're looking at some probably the bumpiest of roads ahead. But like I said on the last episode, we're going to worry about one day at a time. And that means let's relax, have some fun, breathe. That's why I'm telling you what's up. Money in the Bank. When the pay-per-view comes up, I'll make my picks and predictions there. I will, like I said, play more Get These Thumbs games. I know y'all like the baseball games I'm playing. Anthony Hardy, The Captain's World. Check him out. He does his own show, and he hangs out with some nice-looking ladies too. and he's a cool ladies guy, cool ladies man. Check it out. Check out his videos. Channel Captain's World, man. Type in Anthony Hardy. I know he's going through a lot in his life right now, but I'm here to encourage Anthony Hardy. Hey, do your thing, brother. So, anyways, he likes the baseball game, so I'm going to do more baseball games. So, the more Dartmouth Dragons baseball. I'm the DH, so people are like, I'm surprised nobody's asked me why you can toggle your stats, and I'm surprised they have not, hiked it up higher. I wonder if you could do some cheats, alter. No, I can't. I don't think I can because I don't have the memory card, the SD card for a modded PlayStation 1. I don't have a modded PlayStation 1. I got a regular PlayStation 1. I got a PSX, PS1. So I don't have the classic though. That's the thing. So it's like, yeah, okay. We'll just leave it at that. Cause I'm hoping to toggle the stats to make it look like I hit 60 or 73 homers or something like that, and that'll be really cool to do. So I'll probably look everything up. Anything's possible when you have the internet at your fingertips. So there's some more big league slugger baseball, more arcade classics, of course. To get these thumbnails that you just seen. What do you think of them? I'm trying to bring in more color to get these thumbs. To these thumbnails that I'm using for EML77 TV, especially to get these thumbs. If we could add more color to them, and it has been a very unique situation, to say the least. And so I hope you like my thumbnails. That's for the Get These Thumbs series that I have. I think the next Get These Thumbs series is number 75. I think. Am I correct on that? Yes, 75 will be the next. I'm surprised my Xbox 360 still works. Having years not using it, so I do have Xbox 360 games. Most of them are arcade compilations. It doesn't hurt to have arcade compilations. I got a lot for the PlayStation 2. So it's something that I've been thinking about. And what do you guys think of me doing Knights of the Round, the medieval side-scrolling beat 'em up from Capcom? That's something I'm going to look into. I know. Also, I got Ninja Baseball Batman on my mental radar to play. Forget these thumbs. I know Sunset Riders is supposed to come out for the Switch. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or sometime during the week. I got to find out when that's coming out. I got to find out. Streets of Rage 4 is supposed to come out, and hopefully they do it for I'd rather have it digitally than anything else. Also, how about? Oh, excuse me. Oh, praise God. So I gotta find out when that's coming out. Sunset Riders. I gotta find Riders. I gotta find out when that's coming out. I gotta find out when Streets of Rage 4 come out. I already got Samurai Showdown. I got up to the boss in the end, and I don't think I beat them. I don't think I defeated the boss. I don't think I did. But anyways, I know I got a lot of games from Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle. The physical copies from Japan, but it's Capcom Belt Action Bundle. I gotta look up the name. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second here. Oh boy, Capcom. Oh, I spelled Capcom wrong. You dork. You dork. Belt Action Collection. That's what it was. Capcom's Belt Action Collection is the name of the Japanese name of the Beat 'em Up bundle. So I'm surprised they didn't release the Beat 'em Up bundle physically for the Switch, but instead they released it for the Japanese version of the Switch. And I don't know if you play any Japanese Switch games on your regular Nintendo Switch. One thing about the they say now there's a big debut. There's a big debate on Facebook about the Sega Saturn. Is it the best console system in Sega's history? I personally think it is, because not only you can, with the help of the Action Replay cartridge, if you have that, you can play Japanese games on your American Sega Saturn. It had a great library of games, especially the fighting games and all that. So I personally think it's one of the best systems ever. Yeah, speaking of which, maybe X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Street Fighter as well. X-Men, Children of the Atom, Marvel superheroes. That's something I'm going to look into. A lot of games, a lot of ideas floating around in my head right now, and I'll probably do some later on in the day. I want to try to check more websites and get some sleep, and then wake up the next day and get some sleep, wake up, get some breakfast. Probably punch in a game or so. We'll see what happens. I know a lot of situations are kind of crazy at the moment, but hey, I'm trying to. Let's not worry about what's going on in the news, what's going to happen, and how people are going to deal with this thing and all that. I think that's what where we kind of our mental mindset could be skewed into negativity and fear and all that. It's just that because of a lot of things, a lot of things going on in the news, and I'm here to make sure. And I caught myself into this, but right now I just gotta trust God, and I gotta do my thing, and that's the way it's gonna be. So I'm not too worried about it. We'll see what happens, and we'll see what happens. So that's what's going on the docket. What's going on in the future episodes of EML77 TV. A lot of options that I have at my fingertips, and a lot. Actually, not fingertips, at my disposal. So a lot of options that I can go with and flow with and talk about. You know what I do? I could play movie critic. I'll take a favorite movie. I've already watched most of the movies I have here, and I have a lot of DVDs, but most of the DVD boxes I got rid of DVD boxes because unfortunately I want to make room. I wanted to make room, and there's a lot of DVDs and all that. So I will do a movie critic. I'll tell you about the movie, and I done that visiting theaters a couple of times. Like I said, big thing about AMC Theater, it may end up closing for good. If that's the case, our mall is going to lose the AMC Theater. A worst case scenario, if the Silver City Gallery is closed, move Regal Cinemas to the Dartmouth Mall. We have a theater. We're good. If not, we have the Picture Show on South Coast Marketplace, and that could make a whole lot of money too if everything goes the way it goes with AMC Theater. So that's it. That's all the time we have on this show. Episode 551 is complete. What's on the docket? It will be the name of the title name of this video. What's on the docket for EML77 TV? What's going on in future episodes? Like I said, be on the lookout for those future episodes. Keep an eye on things. There's a bell. I think you ring it. You ring that bell. You press the bell. You'll get notifications when I do my next videos. To those who follow me, and I know those I blocked, I'm sorry, but unless you want to be respectful, unless you change your mind, be respectful towards me and everything else, and start acting mature, and start focusing on the videos, and not go off subject on the videos. Then I'll unblock you and let you back in. But you gotta listen. You gotta be respectful towards others, and that's what. Sometimes I'll have to lay down some rules so that way we can live in peace in a time like this. And times like this, we need some uplifting and encouraging things, to say to each other, just to let you know. All right. So that's what's going to be on the docket. A lot of things like I said, a lot of options at my disposal. I'm looking around. Got my own portable arcade inside. My own arcade hidden inside. Where is it? Ling ding, wing nut. My whole arcade library's in these cards, in this thing. All these SD cards and all that good stuff. So, something I gotta look into, and maybe I should bust out the Wii U or the Wii and play some new Super Mario Bros. And all that. So, we shall see. We shall see. Maha. Like one of the Three Stooges, So, God's blessings to all of you guys out there. Hope, to all the essential workers, from healthcare to frontline workers, be safe. And, take the proper precautions, please. Thank you so much. And to those who are not essential, stay home, chill out, curl up with a good book, watch a movie, get some popcorn, get a soda, or, get some snacks. Or in this situation, it's 12:48 a.m. Go to sleep. If you can't sleep, I can understand. Hopefully, Hey, my videos could be the cure for insomnia. You never know. I've been quite the insomniac these past few days. That's not a good sign. I'm 43 years old, for goodness sakes. I gotta get some sleep or something like that, man, or else... Here we go. So that's what I said on the docket, all right? So I gotta get going, all right? I'm gonna check out a few more websites, and then I'm going to bed. Because it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And people will think I am nuts if I stay up this late. I've done it at 3 o'clock in the morning last night. I ain't doing it again. So, just guys, have a good night, huh? Just have a good night, peace, and Hakuna Matata.